His chance encounter on the street with James Bryant Conant brought the young chemist into the orbit of the growing research division. E. Emmett Reed, a chemist and early recruit of the Bureau of Mines, who came from Johns Hopkins to find new chemical warfare agents. George S. Rice, Van Manning's chief mining engineer for the Bureau of Mines, one of the earliest members of the committee that spearheaded the Bureau's research efforts. William H. Walker, an MIT chemist considered a pioneer of chemical engineering and industrial chemistry, became the chief of Edgewood Arsenal before relinquishing control of the arsenal to Amos Freeze in June of 1919. Department of Justice Bureau of Investigation. A. Bruce Bielaski, chief of the Bureau of Investigation, the predecessor of the FBI. After the war, he went to work for Richmond Levering. Charles DeWoody, the Bureau of Investigation's division superintendent in New York City, who succeeded Offley. Warren W. Grimes, Bureau of Investigation agent assigned to Jones Point, New York, dismissed shortly after Shields' arrival in Jones Point in April. Code name Warren White. Richmond M. Levering, an oilman from Indiana who worked for the Department of Justice under the auspices of the American Protective League. He retrieved Walter Scheel from Cuba in March 1918 and put the German spy to work in his factory in Jones Point, New York. Francis X. O'Donnell, Bureau of Investigation agent assigned to Jones Point, New York. Code name Odell. William Offley, the Bureau of Investigation Division Superintendent in New York City. Graham Rice, Bureau of Investigation agent assigned to Jones Point, New York. Code name Reiser. Walter T. Scheel, a German chemist sent to the United States to conduct industrial espionage. Activated to manufacture chemicals for Germany, he was then ordered to create chemical bombs to ignite cargo on Europe-bound ships. Indicted in 1916, he fled to Cuba and was captured in March 1918. Facing possible execution for his role in the ship bomb plot, he agreed to work for the U.S. government and conducted research at a secret lab in Jones Point, New York for the duration of the war. Had the code name Nux and gained the alias Dr. Smith while at Jones Point. Bruce R. Silver, a chemist for the inventor Thomas A. Edison. Silver evaluated Scheele's expertise after his capture and worked alongside Scheel at Jones Point until shortly after the war. His tenure ended in spring of 1919 when funding for his work at Edison's lab dried up. U.S. Army. James T. Addison, chaplain for the 1st Gas Regiment, arrived at Fort Myer in January 1918, went to France in February 1918 with companies C and D. Earl J. Atkeson, commander of the 30th Engineers, Gas and Flame, renamed the 1st Gas Regiment. William M. Black, Chief of the Army Corps of Engineers. Amos A. Freeze, a U.S. Army engineer sent to France in July of 1917. Expecting to be appointed Director of Roads, he was promoted to Chief of the American Expeditionary Force Gas Service. He became one of the most vocal advocates of chemical warfare in the U.S. Army. After the war, his efforts cemented the Chemical Warfare Service as an independent branch of the U.S. Army. Harold J. Higginbottom, one of the earliest recruits to the 1st Gas Regiment, trained at American University with Thomas Jabine, deployed on Christmas Day 1917 in Company B. Thomas Jabine, a chemist from Yonkers, New York, he was among the earliest recruits to the 1st Gas Regiment, trained at American University, deployed on Christmas Day 1917 in Company B, transferred to Company C in September 1918. During the Meuse-Argonne offensive, he was gassed near Charpentry on October 3, 1918, and spent the remainder of the war recovering. Peyton C. March, U.S. Army Chief of Staff in 1918, became a vocal critic of chemical warfare and unsuccessfully tried to prevent the Chemical Warfare Service from gaining permanent footing as an independent branch of the U.S. Army in 1919. John J. Pershing, Commander-in-Chief of the American